Imagine you finally make it. The money is real. You've arrived. And then your best friend goes quiet, cold, different somehow. Your cousin slides into your phone asking for just a small loan. The contractor takes one look at your watch and quotes you 30% higher. This isn't paranoia. This is simply what happens the moment you become visible. Success doesn't just attract admiration, it attracts a tax you never agreed to pay. So today, from studying the quietly wealthy, and from my own journey, I'm giving you the exact 5-phase blueprint they use to stay invisible and rich. Because here's the paradox almost no one warns you about. The day you finally earn enough money to buy validation is the exact day validation becomes your single greatest financial liability. Read that again. The thing you chased your whole life quietly turns on you. Every symbol of made it, the watch, the car, the logo, has a second face. To you, it's a trophy. To the world, it's a price tag. And sometimes, a target. The wealthy figured this out early, so they stopped buying the trophy entirely. Instead, they started earning something invisible, something that compounds in silence. There's a name for it. Call it the Invisibility Dividend. It's a hidden psychological return you collect every single time you're not seen. The envy you never trigger, the prices you never inflate, the peace you keep. And by the end of this video, you'll know the exact 5-part protocol to calculate yours. 5 moves that turn invisibility into the highest yield asset you'll ever own. But first, you have to understand why being seen costs you so much. Because the bill doesn't start with you, it starts inside a stranger's brain. When someone close to you suddenly gets rich, something strange happens in their head. Their brain doesn't file your win as good news. It files it as their loss. Status, to the human brain, is never absolute. It is always relative. So when you rise, the people around you quietly feel themselves drop a rung. Researchers have watched envy light up the same regions as physical pain. That's not jealousy as a character flaw. That's jealousy as wiring, which means the kindest people you know are not actually immune to it. Your best friend can be genuinely happy for you and still flinch underneath. Let me give you a real example of how quiet this can be. I know a guy who landed a big promotion. On paper, everyone was thrilled, but within months, the family dinners started to feel different. The invites slowly dried up. The group chats got quieter around him. Then his brother jokingly asked for help covering rent. The envy was never loud. It was a quiet erosion, a slow cooling, and that's the danger. It rarely announces itself. It just spreads. This is why the room changes the moment people learn what you have. You'll wonder if they treat you differently because of who you are, or because of what you now have, and you will never fully know. Has any of this ever happened to you? Be honest. If it has, the quietly wealthy would tell you it was never really about the money. It was about being seen. So they remove the trigger entirely. No visible win to register. No rung for anyone to feel themselves drop. But envy is only half the cost of being seen. Here is the other half. The human brain is a deduction machine. It's always estimating your net worth. People can't see your bank account, so they reverse engineer it from clues. There's a name for what happens next. Postcode pricing. It's when the price you're quoted is quietly set by how rich you appear, and the clues are smaller than you'd ever guess. Your watch, your car's badge, your shoes, your zip code, even how fast you answer your phone. Answer instantly, mid-afternoon, every time. You've signaled you control your own schedule. To a trained eye, that single habit whispers, this person doesn't punch a clock. The contractor sees the nice house and the nice watch, and the quote climbs. Same labor, same materials, a different number because you looked like you could pay. The plumber does it, the mechanic does it, the salesperson does it. It's rarely personal. It's just the cold math of they can afford it. Every clue you leak is a figure someone else gets to charge against you. So the wealthy go silent on the surface. Plain badge, plain watch, no tells. They don't dress plainly because they're cheap. They dress plainly because they can count. Starve the deduction, and the price quietly comes back down to honest. Hold on to this. Looking rich isn't a flex, it's a recurring tax, and almost nobody realizes they've been paying it for years. Now, let's look at what loud wealth actually costs the person living inside it, because the trap isn't only other people, it's the prison you build for yourself. Picture the dream, the $800,000 house with the pool out back. It feels like a rival until it becomes a $2,000 a month money pit. The pool needs cleaning, the yard needs landscaping, the space needs heating and cooling, then the luxury car, $1,200 a month in payments before you even add insurance. And every time you pull into a shop, that car announces, "I have money," which means every quote you're handed just quietly went up. Here's the part that hurts. The heaviest cost was never the money. It's the time the money was supposed to buy you in the first place. You wanted freedom. You bought yourself a second full-time job with a lawn. Every visible upgrade arrives with an invisible obligation to maintain it. The neighbors must stay impressed. The image must be fed. The performance never ends. This is lifestyle inflation. Your spending rises to swallow every raise you earn. And the cruel part? The view from the top of that ladder looks like the bottom. Now here's something the brands will never tell you, so I will. Luxury marketing was never really built for the rich. It's aimed at the insecure. It targets the middle class, the people most afraid of looking like they're falling behind. The message is always the same: buy this, and you'll finally feel like you've arrived. So they trade real wealth for the costume of it, and the rat race resets. The car gets financed. The watch gets swiped. The savings never get a turn. Meanwhile, the genuinely wealthy are doing something that looks almost boring. Their money isn't on their wrist. It's compounding quietly where no one ever looks. Index funds, appreciating assets, high leverage positions that grow in the dark. One group is buying the appearance of wealth. The other is buying the engine of it, and the engine does not care whether a single person ever sees it run. Now, let me be clear, because this part gets misunderstood. You can absolutely still enjoy nice things, just don't turn them into billboards. The goal was never deprivation. The goal is to choose what no one else gets to see. So burn this one contrast into your mind. Loud wealth is an expensive cage. Quiet wealth is silent freedom. And the real question was, never can you afford it. It was always, what is this quietly costing your freedom? So if status is a trap and the costume is a tax, what does winning actually look like? It looks like a pyramid with 3 levels, and most people never climb past the second. Level 1, survival automation. This is where almost everyone lives. You trade your hours directly for currency just to keep the lights on. Time goes in, baseline money comes out, you stop, and it all stops with you. There's no shame in level 1, but it was never meant to be the summit. Level 2, superficial consumption. This is where the trap springs shut. You've earned a little surplus, so you spend it on proof that you earned it. The upgraded car, the bigger place, high maintenance assets that project a tier. It feels like progress, but all you've really bought is a more expensive cage. Your money now works to maintain an image instead of working to set you free. Be honest with yourself for a second. Are you still on level 2? Most people who make it get stuck there forever, mistaking the costume for the climb. Level 3, sovereign anonymity. This is the level no one can see you reach. Here, your time belongs entirely to you. No clock, no permission, no performance. Your assets are shielded, silent, and compounding far from public view, and you blend seamlessly into the crowd, indistinguishable from anyone beside you. You hold the full power of wealth without paying the tax of looking wealthy. The man in the plain coat with the silent fortune, that is level 3. He didn't climb louder than everyone else. He climbed quieter. That's how he made it. Level 2 shouts to be noticed. Level 3 is powerful precisely because it isn't. And the entire goal of the protocol you're about to learn is exactly one thing: to move you off level 2 and lift you invisibly all the way to level 3. Now I close the loop. This is how you actually calculate your invisibility dividend. 5 moves. Each one converts a way you're being seen into a return you keep. You audit every signal a stranger could possibly read off of you. Here's your literal checklist. Audit your car badge, your watch, your phone greeting, your shoes, your zip code, even your LinkedIn. One by one, you turn the volume on each clue down to completely ordinary. You're not getting poorer, you're getting unreadable, and unreadable can't be priced. You never say a figure out loud. Not ever. Not your salary, not your net worth, not what you made or lost this week. Say the number, and they start reverse engineering your entire life. Tell someone your tax bill, and they can map your whole income in seconds. So you replace every number with a feeling of balance instead. Someone asks what the house cost. You just smile. It was within our budget. Did you make money on that deal? We're comfortable. We're doing fine. No figures means no leverage. No leverage means no one builds a plan for your money. You move your money toward the things no one can see. Status spending buys you opinions. Invisible spending buys your actual life back. So you pour it into the verticals that quietly raise how you live. Longevity first. Your health is the one asset you can never repurchase later. Then sleep. A serious mattress, a dark room, recovery no one will ever notice. Then friction-free travel, direct flights, calm transfers, time and energy reclaimed. Then your private passions, the skill, the hobby, the thing that is yours alone. None of it photographs well. All of it compounds into a richer life. And whatever's left flows straight into the engine, the silent, appreciating assets. You track your move from level 2 to level 3, month after month, and every month you ask one question: did my freedom grow or just my image? If your time got more yours, you climbed. If only your appearance did, you slipped. Most people measure the wrong number their whole lives. You won't. Decide exactly who is allowed inside your financial perimeter, then guard it. The only two people who ever need your real numbers: your spouse and your accountant. That's it. That's the entire list. Everyone else gets the calm, vague, smiling version of you. And honestly, that's a gift to them too. No pressure, no comparison, no envy. Stack those 5 moves together, and the invisibility dividend stops being a metaphor. It becomes a real, compounding return, paid out in peace, in safety, and in time. So here's where it begins for you, not with a purchase, with a decision to go quiet. Don't announce it, don't post it, don't ask a single person for permission to win. Just start. Sweep the clues, black out the numbers, spend where no one is looking, because the loud were never the winners. They were just the easiest to notice. The game was never about who looks the richest. It was always about who quietly is. And now you know exactly which level you're standing on and how to climb to the next. Now, this video was just the surface of Phase 5. Next, I'm breaking down the invisible spend, vertical by vertical, the full playbook. If you want that, and you actually want to reach level 3, subscribe right now, because climbing to level 3 alone is hard. Climbing it with the blueprint is inevitable. The next breakdown drops in a few days. Miss it, and you stay on level 2 by default. And if you're choosing quiet wealth over the costume, comment one word: invisible. I read them. I'll know exactly who's serious about playing the real game. But do me one last favor on your way out. Don't tell your friends you did. Stay quiet. Stay consistent. Go be quietly unstoppable.